Hi, I'm Molly, and welcome to art class. Today we are going to be experimenting with printmaking by using just a few items we can find around the house. Let's go! For this project, you will need cylinder-shaped items such as an empty paper towel roll, an empty potato chip can, or a rolling pin. You will also need bubble wrap, foam, sheets, or shapes, any other textured items you can find, such as textured stickers or textured sticker sheets. You will also need liquid glue, masking tape, plain paper, tempera paints, plastic wrap, different kinds of paintbrushes, and a tray for your paint. Let's go! Hi, I'm Molly.
I'm Olivia.
And now that you've gathered the materials, let's get started. Right now, we are going to make 3 printmaking tools from just items that we can find around your house or at the dollar store. And we're going to make as many printmaking materials as we can so that we can make as many different kinds of prints as possible. So Olivia is going to demonstrate to you. She is using a paper towel roll, and we found their little foam shapes at the dollar store. And she's going to glue these on her roller. So why don't you go ahead, Livy? Okay, now that she did that, we're gonna get some plastic wrap, just something you would find at the grocery store or in your kitchen. And we're gonna wrap it around this so that these things stick, and later we'll lift this off after they've dried. Good job. All right, let's set that aside. Cool. Okay, that's our first printmaking tool. And now we're gonna just take, this is a potato chip can. I've put some brown paper around it, some craft paper, but it's just a potato chip can. And then Livy has cut out just a little piece of bubble wrap, and we have the puffy side up, and she's gonna make a print by placing this on the top and taping around it. So then when we turn it over and put it in some paint, we can stamp like that and do some printmaking that way. So that is our second printmaking tool. So like I said, when you dip it in some paint, you can just stamp that texture, that bubbly texture down on a piece of paper and see what happens. Okay, now it's time for our third printmaking tool. And this is just a different idea that we came up with, and you might come up with some other ideas, but we found this really cool textured sheet of these plastic kind of diamond-like things at the dollar store, and it has a sticky back. And so maybe you found a different texture. You can even take string and wrap it around like a rolling pin that you find in the kitchen. But we are going to actually wrap this rolling pin in this plastic diamond sheet because it has such great texture on it. If you can't find something for a third printmaking tool, that's okay. But we're just experimenting with different textures. So Livy is putting that on there. Thank you, Livy. Good job. Okay, so now we've made 3 printmaking tools. Okay, and we're going to show you how these are going to be used to create some really fun prints. Okay, now that our printmaking tools are ready, Olivia is going to demonstrate to you how you can make 3 different kinds of prints using your 3 different kinds of printmaking tools. Right now we have some tempera paints that are over here, and she has 2 different ways to apply those paints. She has a brayer. Want to grab the brayer over there? Show them that. You can use a foam brayer if you don't have a normal rubber brayer. And she has a paintbrush, and you can also use a foam paintbrush. And so she's going to start showing you how to do some printmaking using your homemade tools. Okay, Olivia, which one are you going to do first?
The bubble wrap.
Okay. So you can see how you can use homemade tools to create different textures and different colors and different arrangements on a piece of paper. So we hope you enjoyed us. Keep creating.
Keep making art.
And see you next time.
Hey!